discuss my favorite group from Jackson, Mississippi, the Bell Collective Reunion Part 2. Let's get into it. So, after the altercation between Marie Latrice and Letitia, everything has simmered down, but Marie, you was messy. You said on hot mic that Latrice need to focus on her marriage with Cliff and that prenup. You didn't say it on the show. You dropped the dime, and that was messy. But I want to get into it some more next season, shall we? Anyway, Carlos King did ask Marie about her personal life, about her dating and everything like that. Marie did say that she's looking for a conservative man, not the man that we saw in the show. And Letitia, why did you hook her up with somebody just like Glenn? You know that ain't her type with the gold teeth in the mouth. Anyway, she did say that her mother is still struggling and Miss Lula is being Miss Lula and let us pray for Miss Lula. Let me just say that. Let's always pray for Miss Lula. And she did say it's hard for her to help out so many people with drug addiction and can't help out her own mother. And that was a hard pill to swallow and it was hard for me to hear. I wish her the best with all that. But let us not forget that there's some mess coming up. And why did Marie talk about Tambra and her baby daddy, Damone? They ain't together. And Tambra did say that she named her baby after her, and the baby does not have Damone's last name because they not married. Is that a southern thing? Because if I had a baby and I know who my baby daddy was, you gonna get his name. You're gonna have that name. That's just me. I don't know. I'm gonna stay out of it. And look at how cute baby London is. And she's just adorable. Good luck with that. So let's talk about my people, JJ and Soguchi. Thank you for coming on stage, JJ, because you lighten the mood, but you know the mess is coming back. Willie, you know you look good in that blue. And Akeisha, you guys look great together. You know you two are my second favorite couple after JJ and Soguchi. Okay, let's get into it. We're going to have to talk about it. Now, this DV accusation against Cliff and his beautiful wife, Latrice. I'm going to just get into it like this. Latrice said it ain't going on, and I'm going to leave it alone, but we're going to discuss it anyway. I want to say that I do see Cliff. He does belittle her, but if she loves it, I like it. They did bring up the fact that he did call her a B on mic, and she said they call each other bitches when they fighting. I don't know about that. That's not my kind of relationship. But then again, me and my man, we don't do that. We argue, but we don't go that low. To each his own, stay out of that. When asked Akeisha about the DV, Akeisha made it clear. She said, there's different types of DV relationships. It doesn't always have to be physical. It can be mental. But Cliff made it clear. He said if he was doing anything to her, she got 911 on her phone. She can call the police and they'll be right there. Really? Really? Well, after hearing about some prenup, I don't think she would. But Akeisha, said what she said and she stayed out of it from that point on. But I just want to bring up Messy Latrice. Latrice had revealed on stage that at least half the women in the cast is dealing with some type of domestic violence. Really, Latrice? But you can't see it in your marriage? And Letitia said, well, wait a minute. We're not talking about everybody else's relationship. The focus is about yours. And we already know Letitia and Glenn get into it. And Glenn is mimicking Cliff. Hmm. Make you think. Well, Glenn, I ain't here to judge you and Letitia. Y'all just gonna have to fix it. Then they brought my man Joshy on stage. Josh the man. Josh, I like you, but I'm just gonna bring up some little points here. You should have stayed out of their marriage. You was disrespectful. It's all outdoors. And Latrice, you was wrong to bring Joshua into it because you know how he feels about you. Now, if you're not happy in your marriage, you walk out the door. Or you talk to another married couple, or get yourself a counselor or therapist, or go talk to Jesus. But you should not have involved Joshy in that. And Joshy, you was wrong to come on that stage and telling Cliff to shut up. Shut up. You grown, man. You sound like a little kid. Grow up. You don't talk like that to nobody else. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If you would have been at my house talking to me like that, you would have left that same night. I don't care nothing about no water. You had to buy yours. How about that? And I want to say that Cliff did say on the show that he see Joshua as an enemy. And I hope that was out of anger. Carlos King did said the three of them had a relationship and they all was close. And I believe it because Joshua looked hurt on stage. But Carlos, I'm gonna call you out on your BS. I'm gonna call you out on your BS, Carlos. You do not try to make them hug it out. Dumb people got some real deep rooted issues. Cliff only apologized because he was on the show and it was a spotlight. I don't honestly believe Cliff was ever going to apologize to Joshua. Me personally, and Joshua did say he tried to apologize to Cliff, but Cliff wouldn't talk to him. So why would you tell them to go try to hug it out? Are you on something? That was foolish. And anyway, you see the hurt in Joshua. And let me tell y'all something right now. Joshua got a daddy that love him. And his daddy said how much he loved him on his Instagram page. And Cliff, if you want to nuck if you buck and try to come after that man one more time, I'm telling you right now, that man got a pappy that will set your ass all the way together. And you going to stop coming after him because Joshua has a big heart and he loves your wife. And he's a loving person. And he has a good heart and a sweet spirit. Next week, we're going to talk about So Gucci and my man JJ. Until next time, bye, y'all.